What's up,
Woo!
party people? This is Jawsbreakers, Scary Funny Shark Movie Show. My name is Brett. That one is Jar
I'm
McGargle.
Meteor
No,
Doll.
I don't know who you. That a meteor doll. There is none. Welcome back. It's time for another installment of that show we call Jawsbreakers, and
Woo!
we watched it. Spoiler alert: we watched a movie. But before we get into that, Jasmine, let's get into the life updates 2022. What's new with you?
Absolutely nothing.
Okay, stunning and riveting podcast work. I
Our
should say.
sister, my twin, will be in a couple weeks, so that's something. And it's hot as crap outside because summer has arrived. So that's what's up.
Okay. Let's see. What's new with me? Still doing the other show, After Dark Rye. As you listen to this, the day this comes out, it will be Go Fest. So look forward to a Go Fest extravaganza this upcoming week. We recently had Wayne from the Florida Men on Florida Man podcast on the show as well. So definitely check that out. Had a blast with him. Having a blast in general, enjoying the sun, enjoying the heat. I love it. Make it never go away. Jasmine.
Oh,
please.
Also, it's Pride Month. Woohoo!
Happy Pride, everybody. All of our friends and family and beautiful gays, coast to coast, globe to globe. Wait,
we
no.
love you.
We love you. We're in love with you, and we wish we were you.
Exactly.
Yeah, Jasmine.
Yeah, we watched a little movie called Sharkansas.
But before we get into that, just need to thank a few people. Thank you to Mom Shark, Auntie Shark, our Uncle Sam, I think our Uncle Vincent. Either way, shout outs, Lindsay.
Go family. Thank you, family.
Our father finally tuned in for a broadcast.
Yeah, and,
he did.
How much he watched, we don't know, but he was at least there for a little bit.
We should quiz him. We should get him on the show and quiz him on the movie.
If you all want to see our dad, Father Shark, get on the show. Let us know.
I refuse to call him Daddy Shark. I just can't do it.
Yeah, no, that's why I said Father Shark.
Father Shark sounds like he's a priest.
No, it doesn't.
Father Shark, pray, 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 pray. Father Shark, pray, pray, pray for my sins. Or you can think of it
like the Godfather, like he's the top shark.
He's not Italian though, that we know of.
Father Shark. Anyway,
also big shout outs to Skillet.
Woo, Skillet won a movie.
Stalwart of our community. One of the moderators on the Discord. Been with us a very long time. You actually heard her during the sneak peek for season 3, and she won again. This is the second time bringing home the bacon, and our first repeat winner. So she won a free copy of Jaws on Blu-ray with some Jawsbreakers swag. Okay, Jasmine, you're typing things, but just for the purpose of the podcast. I said she. I meant to say they. I'm very sorry.
I got you.
My mistake. No, I'll own up. I will own up to my mistakes. I said I used the incorrect pronouns. Skillet, I'm very sorry. It's they. I should know better.
We love you.
We love you. Oh, Jasmine.
Sharkansas Women's Prison Massacre?
Sharkansas Women's Prison Massacre. That's
a long name for a movie title.
That's a movie we watched for sure. And boy, oh howdy, was it technically a movie.
Yeah, I mean, try saying Sharkansas Women's Prison Massacre 5 times fast.
Sharkansas Women's Prison Massacre, Sharkansas Women's Prison Massacre, Sharkansas Women's Prison Massacre, Sharkansas Women's Prison Massacre, Sharkansas Women's Prison Massacre.
Yeah, yeah. It's pretty tough. It's a long name.
All right.
This movie came out in 2015. It was approximately an hour and 24 minutes long. This movie wasn't rated. It didn't have like a specific rating, but I would assume that it's at least like what? Like a PG-13?
Yeah, your guess is as good as mine.
I mean,
I would
there
say
wasn't.
so. I would say like, man, I would say PG-13 because they didn't even really curse a lot.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of cleavage, but there was no actual like.
Yes, thank God. I was expecting the worst, but luckily this turned out to be a pretty good shark movie, if I must say
Yeah,
so myself.
I was kind of thinking at the in one of the scenes in the beginning of the movie, I kind of was like, man, I don't know about this. What am I sitting? What am I watching? Sitting next to my brother of all people right now.
I think we really lucked out. I'll be honest.
Um, this movie was released on May 3rd of 2016. And Brett, believe it or not, they had like a $640,000 budget.
How much?
Online, it said estimated 640,000.
That's quite the budget.
That's what the internet says. Internet, don't fail me now.
I think I believe that. I mean, this film had moderately good, pretty good CGI effects, except for the very beginning.
The dirt was very believable. I mean, the dirt was probably like the best CGI effect that they had.
Yeah, the sharks were great, and the acting was pretty good. So I imagine the people got paid.
Yeah. This movie was directed by Jim Wynorski.
Jin? Is he a genie?
No, I'm a genie in a bottle, baby.
Okay.
Jim Wynorski. Sorry if I'm butchering your name, sir. You might know him from other movies like Chopping Mall, The Lost Empire, Final Voyage, and Fire from Below. Bum bum bum.
It's pretty dramatic.
You're welcome. And that was also written by, again, Jim Wynorski, William Dever, and Corey Landis. So shout out to you guys for this movie.
Shout outs indeed. Jazmin, we should get into the movie proper here.
Well, we can't get into the movie proper without first being introduced to the mostly women cast, the women prisoners themselves. We've got Michelle Alika, the mom, who is played by Christine Nugan.
The mom?
Yeah, she was a mom. They talked about how.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So so she was the Asian character who's in jail, and she mentions that she had a son waiting for her on the outside.
And she actually only had like 6 months left.
She only had 6 months of her sentence left. So I'm sure we'll circle back to that eventually. Continue.
Then we have Honey, which is the well, there's a lot of blondes in this. Played by Demique Swain. Brett, you'll know this person as the girlfriend of the redhead that we meet later on in the movie.
I'm sorry?
She's the girlfriend of the redhead?
Oh, yes. Okay.
Then we have the redhead who comes in later in the movie to hijack the prisoners, who is played by Cindy Lucas, character Anita Connors. Then we got the girl next door type prison character. She's just too sweet for your own dang heart, who was played by Amy Holt. Then you have Sarah Mason, who was you had Sky McDonald, who played Sarah Mason. And then I don't have a whole lot of information on the last girl, but her name was Tabitha Marie, and she played Samantha Pines, which was like the very first person that died in the whole movie. Well, not the first person that died, but the first woman out of the prisoners to die. And they basically start off the movie introducing these women, and they're all lined up in their white tank tops, jean shorts, and their combat boots, ready to dig up some stumps in the middle of the woods, right, Brett?
Yeah, so the warden needs these stumps cleared out by nightfall. And of course the girls are digging at nothing. Like there's literally just nothing there, like but just some grass and dirt.
And we get the classic too hot scene where they take the water bottles and they just start pouring
That
the
was
water
weird
bottles
because they
all over themselves, missing their mouths completely.
hypersexual. Yeah, they were pouring it all over their breasts and like
This
sticking their
was the
tongues out.
scene that
No
made
normal
me
human,
question watching this movie.
no normal human drinks water that way.
Yeah, it was definitely, the director was like, water bottle, hot girl, white tank top, go.
Yeah, so yeah, this prison apparently the standard issue is wife respecters, the good old fashioned wife respecters and booty shorts.
Yeah, so they're just digging up these stumps. We have a patrol officer, Carl, who's the main patrol officer in this movie, played by John Callahan. And I'm so sorry to the second patrol officer. I'm not sure what your name is. You could be Mike.
Could you not figure it out?
Well, no, because they don't have pictures on IMDb. So I do have a name here. I think it's Mike, who is it's Seraphin Falcon who played Mike. I'm not sure if that was the other patrol officer or if it was the professor's site like assistant. I have no idea because there's a Fred and a Mike, and I do not remember which was which. Do you remember?
Damn it, Fred, Mike. Yeah, they're the same person.
Okay, perfect. Glad we cleared that up.
Frederick Michaels is one person.
And in the movie, they're digging up stumps, and one of the girls, Samantha Pines, gets all like
Amanda Bynes?
Samantha Pines.
Pines, my bad.
She's like, "Oh, officer, I need to go do this," and she like makes advances towards him, and he lets her go do something, and then lo and behold, she's by a creek, and introduce our shark.
Our like spiky mud boy sharks. They're definitely a rock and water type.
And actually, there was a scene before all of this. I don't understand why it was there. It was just like these two guys driving, and they were like, "We're not gonna make it, and the water's too deep," and then the sharks kill them. But I don't. And then it went to the prison ladies, so I don't know if you remember that scene, but.
But didn't the bounty hunter, or not the bounty hunter, like the U.S. Marshal and her partner, the detectives, they came across those guys fairly quickly, and like one of them was body parts, like, you know, chewed up body parts, and the other one was hiding underneath the canoe, and he was saying, "Shake, shake it, shake, 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 shake."
Yeah, I remember. For those of you who want to know all the names of all the cast, I got your back. Detective Kendra Patterson was played by Tracy Lords, and Detective Adam was played by Corey Landis. And let's just say, Detective Adam most definitely had the hots for Detective Patterson.
Oh, it was crazy. It was palpable, popping off the screen.
He would do anything for his detective.
Tracy Lords, by the way, has been in a lot of notable things. I would like to point out Blade with Wesley Snipes. She's in that. She's in Crybaby with Johnny Depp.
I could not go completely into all of the cast because there was actually a huge cast list this time around. Unlike some of the movies we watch, this one had quite a few amount of people in it.
Tracy Lords was in a ton of stuff, and I'm willing to bet she's at least 600,000 of the budget.
Really? I mean, she was okay. It was good.
I think she was probably the best one in the movie, except for maybe the prison guard, like the lead prison guard guy. I think he was pretty great too.
Yeah, so basically...
but they were all good. I don't think any of them were particularly bad.
Terrible, yeah.
I think everyone was pretty good.
We move on. The first girl dies, and everyone's like, "Where's Sarah or Samantha?" So they go on, they try to find her, and then they decide, "Oh, we have to go back to the prison." So they get them all up. And lo and behold, Honey's redhead hot girlfriend,
lo and behold,
Anita Connors, hijacks the prisoners.
Yeah, She pretends
Way
to
back.
be like a broke down
Damsel in distress.
motorist. Yeah, like a motorist, and yeah, probably holds the guards at gunpoint so that she can get her girlfriend back, the one of the
Honey.
blondes. Yeah, honey,
Honey.
thank you. Um so they can escape, and rather than just like
Leave
and like tie up the cops and put them in the trunk of a car or something, like
They just hold them all
they just
hostage.
literally hold them hostage. And she says later on that they're their insurance policy, as though that she's expecting to be put in a standoff position. But ideally, in that scenario, you just want to change your clothes and everybody separate at that point.
Yeah, well, yeah, she was like, she made the actual prisoners and stuff change clothes too.
Right.
She's like,
And
change your clothes.
she's like,
change
you're
your
coming with us, but like,
outfit, change your
why?
outfits.
Like at that point, wouldn't it just be easy? Okay, so imagine this, Jazmin. You're trying to evade the law, and there's 8 people, and 3 of them say they don't want to come. That's 3 less people you got to worry about weighing you down.
Yep.
She could have let the other prisoners just stay with the van, with the cop, like tie the cops up.
Woulda, coulda.
Yeah, I mean, if you're really that worried about it,
take one. You only need one.
Well, not even that. You shoot out the van's tires so they can't drive back to the prison and alert the prison that there's been an escape, right?
True.
You tie up the guards, you put them in the trunk, you drive them a couple miles down the road, and then you drop them off on the side of the road.
And then they don't know where you are.
And then the girls that want to stay can't betray you. The cops can't stop you, and that buys you however much extra time to make it out of Dodge, and it's just you and your girlfriend. But instead, you drag along like 6 people with you for no reason other than that.
The second officer gets out.
Yeah.
And she has to have like this whole chasing scene with him.
Yeah, and she shoots at him. Anyway. Well, yeah, he gets eaten by a shark because he stumbles into a cave system. But she says that she killed him.
In there, he literally found like a ladder that leads into the ground, goes in.
He found like a manhole cover in the middle of the woods that led down into a cave system.
Into it.
Yeah, it was very strange. I don't know why that manhole cover was there, or who put it there, or why. But also at this point, he escaped his captor. Like, he did not need to go hide in a manhole in the middle of the woods. At this point, she had given up. Like, she shot at him and she had turned around and left.
And then he became the next victim.
Shark food.
Yeah.
Right.
And so basically after that happens, Redhead takes everybody and drives them to a secondary location. In the summary, it says a cabin, but let's be real, that was not a cabin. It was like a house.
The cabins are houses, you ding dong.
Well, when I think a cabin, I think log cabin, like a cabin.
A cabin in the woods doesn't necessarily have to be like wood.
Yeah, but let's be, when you think of cabin in the woods, what do you think about?
Oh my god.
Anyways, they take him to the house and they force all the girls to change. We get a makeout scene.
Hold on, you're missing a whole bunch of stuff here. Right before they get there, they run into a geologist and his assistant.
We're not there yet.
Yeah, we are.
No, I'm not there yet.
Okay, fine. You do your thing.
They have like I'm getting through it. They have like a makeout scene. One of them wants to take a bath. The girl next door makes beans and peaches.
Yeah, that was my specialty. Beans and peaches.
And literally, they're putting canned peaches with canned beans and like a soup mixture.
Is beans and peaches? This sounds like something for a quiz that I would make.
Well, I thought about it, but then I didn't. So, anyways,
it's a real dish. It is a real dish.
Wow.
Beans. It's literally just baked beans mixed with peaches.
Brad, I guess I know what our next meal is.
It's off. It looks
when we're
awful.
Recording.
Yeah, I'm down.
So she makes it.
You don't scare me.
They end up running, like Brett says, they end up actually running into some type of professor.
He's a geologist.
He's also, they listed him as a professor. Professor Orville. He's played by Chris DeChristopher. Pretty cool name. And
his assistant's name was Redenbacher, and he made popcorn.
Was it?
No, that's an Orville and Redenbacher reference. Do you not know popcorn? All right, maybe that's maybe I'm showing my age off.
It may be. It could be two people. He could have been Sam or Fred. Sam was played by Stephen Lewis Goldenberg.
His name was Samuel Fredericks.
Okay, and then Fred was played by Robert Hummel. I don't remember who Fred
That's
is.
Frederick Samuels.
I don't remember.
It's the same person.
Okay, perfect.
Just kidding. I don't know.
Basically, the assistant immediately falls in love with the girl next door. She tells him his life story, and they're like, they have this like moment, and
they have like a 15-minute fling where they fall in love immediately to the point where he's like, "I will protect you with my life."
Yeah,
and also, when spoiler alert, when he gets eaten, she has a complete meltdown, like her soulmate just died.
Yeah, for real. Professor Orville talks about how most likely what happened was there was a fracking accident that somehow reached the subterranean water pockets that let out these prehistoric sharks, and that is why things are happening the way they are.
Yeah.
There's an awkward scene where the redhead makes the mom of the group help the patrol officer pee, and throughout the whole movie, the mom and the patrol officer, the remaining one, actually become like buddies, which was kind of cool to see. Also, there were some inappropriate racist slurs that I don't think that needed to be.
That was the one thing that I didn't like about this movie, is they kept saying Asian, like racist Asian things to our Asian heroine, and like for no reason. Like, well, yeah, I get like they're trying to be mean to her, but they don't say like, "Hey, whitey," to any of the other girls. Like, they just single her out for the racial taunts.
Yeah.
Like, at one time they call her chopstick, which is funny and how stupid it is, but like they didn't have to do that.
Yeah, they call her something dragon, and like all like that. Those are the examples. It's like walking up to somebody, like an Asian person, and saying, "What's up, sushi roll?"
They called her sushi roll at one point.
Yeah, so we could have done without the Asian racist slurs.
That was fucked up.
I'd be pissed Asian,
if I was the actress on set and they wrote that in there. Like, I think it's fine if, like, because I get they're supposed to be prisoners and they're supposed to be hardcore, right? And racism is a real thing in prison, but like they're not being fair with this is a fake ass movie. Like, they're not being fair with it. Like, if they were being mean to some of the other girls, then maybe I get it. But they literally were mean to nobody except for the Asian girl. Well, what can you do?
The Asian girl was one of the ones that didn't want to be a part of this.
Right.
So then after we get the whole gang together, what happens? The sharks come again and do their cool mud scene and destroy the van. And they're all like, "Oh, we have to run away. Let's go into the caves." So then they make a makeshift dummy.
No, they find a raft. Oh, no, I remember what you're talking about.
They make a makeshift dummy,
like
use
the
it
sharks
as an
can
explosion.
Like, the sharks can see that it's a dumb, like, right, like the sharks aren't even, they're underneath the ground. Like, why would they fill it with like blood, right? Like, the guy takes like
a fake syringe.
Well, he takes a syringe and he like takes blood out of himself, and then they inject it into the dummy.
It wasn't believable either.
Well, that's the plot of that's the thing of the movie. So they inject the blood into the dummy, but they made the dummy look human. Like, they stuffed like a shirt and pair of pants. But like, why didn't they just throw the bloody syringe out there?
Mm-hmm.
The sharks can't see.
Then they use it as decoy to run to a cave. The professor and his assistant both die in the process. Tragic, but it happens. They get into the cave and they're still trying to get out. Bro, what happens?
They come across some cave scientist equipment or something. Presumably they were eaten by the sharks, and there's a raft. So what they do is, I believe the head cop, who's now at this point, he's in control again. He found a stash of assault weapons just in the vents. He finds, well, like
mini Uzis and stuff, guys.
Yeah,
like they were.
So while the girlfriends are like snuggling on the couch, not paying attention with the one handgun, him and the Asian girl, our Asian heroine, find, I can't remember her name. What's her name again?
Her name is Michelle Alika.
All due respect, Michelle. So Michelle and the guard find these plastic weapons in a fucking vent in the house. They're just like, oh, redneck country, I guess, because rednecks keep their assault weapons in the air ducts. And it's funny because all of these weapons are clearly like very plastic, and like that they don't like the barrels like are just like flat, like they don't have barrels. Like it's very, very funny. By which I mean they don't have like holes where bullets would come out of. They're just flat, solid tips. So it's very funny, and they're like very. So now our lead cop guy is in charge, and he decides to paddle across the shark-infested cave waters with the raft and some line. He sets up the line on the other side, and then that way they can pull the raft back, and he can help pull them in on the other side.
To get out.
So he gets
also,
Michelle.
We skipped death. One of them before all that happened died. Sarah Mason died. She lost her leg and stuff. She was just wandering around.
Yeah, it was kind of brutal too.
Yeah,
the effects are pretty good in this movie.
So I skipped that. So go ahead.
Anyway, so him and Michelle and was it Honey?
It was Honey, Michelle, and then
right. But they're the first ones across, and of course
Michelle and the patrol officer were the first to cross.
Right, and so Honey was the third one. She crossed, and
while Honey and Anita were together.
I'm talking about the blonde, the good blonde that was in love with the assistant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. God damn.
Okay.
So those three were across first, and of course they somehow forget that they left an assault rifle next to our bad girlfriends, and the blonde picks up the gun.
Honey.
And she has a devious look on her face, and as her and the redhead are being pulled in, she lifts the gun and just starts firing.
And lo and behold, enters the shark.
They both fall into the water. They lose like their balance. They fall in the water. Blonde is summarily eaten, and she accidentally shot the blonde like in the neck. She's dead. Very sad.
Yep. And all throughout this happening, we do have a couple of scenes between the two detectives trying to find the prisoners and
piece together what's happening. They come across like the van with the flat tires, and they themselves get attacked by the earth swimming sharks.
Mm-hmm. At the very end, the detectives, the Michelle and the Carl, all kind of like come together, but before that, Carl's like, "You can go."
Yeah, he basically is like, he's like, I guess I'm the only survivor, and like lets her go, and which is crazy because the reason why she didn't want to go in the first place is because she only had 6 months on her sentence.
She has a son, and
so now she's presumed dead, and she's just gonna go get reunited for her son wherever he is, and do what? There was a mosquito.
I do
right
not
in front
know.
of my face. I killed it.
They left it at that. They literally left it at that. And then the detectives came. He's like, "Yeah, I'm the only survivor." And that was basically the movie.
Crap on a cracker.
Crap. They said crap on a cracker a whole lot.
The redhead says crap on a cracker at least 4 times.
Oh, and then the final scene. Lo and behold, the redhead is alive, coming out of the water, saying "crap on a cracker." That was
crap
the
on a cracker.
It was beautiful. You know, Cindy Lucas.
I need to also point out that they called these sharks Sharkosauruses.
Did they?
They said they were prehistoric sharks from like underneath the earth, and then like a fracking accident let them back up. Which they said there's an underwater sea underneath the North America the size of Texas, and the fracking accident opened it up so that they can get up at us, and they're just used to. Which doesn't make any sense because if they could swim through the ground, why couldn't they just? I don't know. I guess they couldn't swim through solid rock, is what they said. Yeah. Okay.
So we can go ahead.
Sharkosaurus.
Do you want to get into the ratings first, or do you want to do the quiz first?
I want to take a break first, and then when we come back, we'll do the ratings and the quiz.
Aw, snap!
We'll see you on the other end of this. And we're back. Jasmine, I'm thirsty. Why don't you do a bunch of stuff while I go get a drink instead of doing it while I should have done it on the break?
Okie dokie. For those of you who want to know, while he's gone to get a drink, he's missing out on valuable information that I take the time to look for. I'm going to tell you all the ratings. So, IMDb gave this movie a 3 out of 10. Google users, 61% of you like this movie, which I feel like is pretty average for Google users whenever we watch a shark movie. A lot of you tend to give it at least 60%. Then Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 26%, and then Voodoo, gave it a 2.8 out of 5.
About?
The ratings that you just missed.
Okay. My camera
is terrible. You are so blurry. And he's gone, folks. He has left the building. Oh, wait, there he is. Just kidding. Moving on.
What were you yakking about?
Nothing. We did the ratings without you.
Oh, okay. How'd you do? What'd you give this movie?
I didn't do those ratings. I did the ratings of everybody else who is irrelevant because our ratings are the correct ratings.
That is true. They're undisputed. Jazmin. So, dear listener, what we do is we rank every movie that we watch in a undisputed scientific method.
Scientific.
We have the eye roll meter, the cheesy factor, and brutality categories, which all combine into one aggregate, and that places the movie somewhere in our top shark movie tier list. And the list goes as such. Number 18, virus shark. Number 17, ice sharks. Number 16, Jurassic shark. Number 15, avalanche shark. Number 14, mega shark versus Crocosaurus. Number 13, shark in Venice. Number 12, Planet of the Sharks. Number 11 is a tie between Empire of the Sharks and Shark of the Corn. Number 10, Santa Jaws. Number 9, Sharktopus. Number 8, Ouija shark. Number 7, house shark. Number 6, The Reef. Number 5, Shark Attack from circa 1999. Number 4, Sharktopus versus Whalewolf. Number 3, Six-Headed Shark Attack. Number 2, 47 meters down uncaged. And number 1 is 47 meters down.
Nice.
Jazmin.
Hey, Brett,
why?
we forgot. Shout out to the director of House Shark. He sent Brett an amazing
hold on.
gift.
Oh, okay. No.
What's up.
Jazmin, shut the fuck up. No, he did not send me a gift. What the fuck are you talking about?
What was it then?
I purchased something from the director of House Shark. He didn't send me a gift.
I thought he sent you some stickers and stuff along with it.
Yeah, I mean that was part of it. So I occasionally peruse the aisles at eBay and occasionally look for deals. And occasionally one of the things I search for is House Shark. Believe it or not, it's one of my favorite movies. And I happen to see a bundle of an autographed version of the Blu-ray for House Shark. And it came with a bunch of goodies, like there were some stickers and patches and pins and whatnot. And
the director came and talked to you, didn't he?
It was. Can you let me tell my fucking story? You don't know it, so why do you want to try and lead it? Because no, the director did not come and talk to me.
Well, he sent you a message.
Yeah, after I messaged him.
Still,
because
cool.
I got an email from eBay saying that my order said that Ron Bonk had mailed my order. Mailed my order. Me knowing that Ron Bonk is the director of that movie, I said, holy shit, am I buying this from Ron Bonk? So I sent a message, like, ask the seller a question. I said, holy shit, is this Ron Bonk, the director of House Shark? I didn't say fucking. I said, I love House Shark. Thank you so much, sir. And he literally just typed back something along the lines of, thank you so much for the kind words and the support. Smiley face. That's all. You blew it up. You literally changed it to the director.
Well, you got a bunch of signed stuff. I didn't
right,
that was a part of it.
No, because I didn't send that until after he mailed me the stuff that I bought.
Well, I didn't know that. I'm
sorry.
I know,
but I like how
everyone should know that it's really exciting that you spoke briefly to Ron Bonk.
Yeah, I bought Ron Bonk's autographed copy of House Shark. That's what's fucking cool.
And you got a poster.
You don't need to, that just come with it. But don't make it like, oh, Ron Bonk reached out to me and said something to me and then sent me a gift.
Not
because
how
that's
I
not
meant
true.
to say it,
but that's exactly what you said, and I don't. You fucking said that. Rewind it. That is what you said. The director of House Shark sent Brett a gift, and then after that you said he sent you a message. You're like, no, let's let's just
I
even things out here.
thought you said that you were gonna buy it and then you didn't buy
Correct.
it. It was
No,
gifted to you.
I asked
I
you to
thought it was
buy it.
gifted to you.
I asked you to
I
buy it for
thought.
me for my
I
birthday,
apologize.
and you
I
said,
thought he gifted
"No,
to
I
you.
don't wanna." You
I'm
said, "No,
sorry.
I don't
Ron
want to
Bonk,
spend any
you
fucking
are
money on you,
great.
Brett. You
Thank
fucking
you for
suck. I
signing the
hate your
stuff for
fucking
Brett.
guts."
And we're gonna move on. The end.
Thank you, Ron Bonk. I love you.
I just thought that you would tell our viewers.
Eye roll meter. Eye roll. Yeah, that should have went in the update, but I just kind of slipped my mind. Eye roll
I know, you're
meter.
welcome.
Jasmine, on a scale of 8 to infinity, what do you give this movie?
Give this
Sharkansas Women's Prison Massacre.
I'm gonna give it like a 10 eye roll meter.
That's pretty low considering it's between 8 and what did I say? 1,000,000?
You said infinity.
Infinity.
But I'm gonna go with this 1 through 10 since that's a little bit easier to use. I'm gonna give it a 10 eye roll meter. Brett is currently showing stickers and the pin
I think this one is actually a
from House Shark.
This is like a reverse cling, right? So like you put it on like the inside of a window so that it's facing the same way, I think. Either that or it's a temporary tattoo. And then it's a pin of a shark fin in the toilet. And here's an actual sticker. And then we got like little postcards. You
got some actual cards
another
too,
little
right?
sticker. Yeah, it actually came. I haven't flipped through them all yet, but it actually came with like plain
deck of
like
cards.
Well, no, not like a deck. They're like they're just like collector's cards with scenes from the movie, right? They're not like playing cards or anything like that. So like this one says brains and brawn, and it's you see it? It's a picture of the German guy. And yeah.
Brett,
Sneak attack. I mean, it's great.
How many eyeball eye rolls are you gonna give this movie?
I'm giving it a 10 too. I thought it was kind of middle of the road as far as eye rolls go. I thought this was pretty much a solid production for the most part from start to finish. Again, the effects at the very beginning where it looked like 2D clip art of body parts, that was pretty rough and eye rolly, but I thought not. Oh, and the ladies doing the crazy things with the water
bottle
at the beginning was really
really
eye rolly. So maybe I'll do one better. Maybe I'll get it a 50 out of infinity. Jasmine, what do you, cheesy factor? How cheesy was it?
This movie was pretty cheesy.
If you're watching on YouTube, here's the poster from House Shark. Autograph.
Those of you listening, it is a poster.
I literally just said for those of you on YouTube watching, here's the autograph poster.
I'm talking to the listeners.
Oh my God.
Not the YouTube audience. We got a shark coming out of a house, and it's all gory. That is the poster.
It is just Google House Shark, and you'll see the cover, and then there's the Blu-ray.
Cheesy factor. This movie was pretty cheesy when I think of B shark movies. I definitely think of this movie. I am going to
autographed.
I'm gonna give it also a 10 on the cheese, and this isn't good cheese. This is mild cheese.
I'm giving this I also feel like it deserves a mild cheese for some of the things that it does. But it's definitely not the cheesiest thing I said, so I'm just gonna say picante. Or pimento is what I meant to say. Pimento cheese. Next we have the brutality category. It's not too bad. The missing the leg scene was pretty kind of rough. But other than that, it really wasn't too terrible.
There were some other like fake body parts that weren't believable.
Right. Yeah.
That's not new to our show at all.
No. Yeah, I'm just gonna say no. There's gonna be a check mark that says yes, a check mark that says no, and a check box that says maybe. And I'm gonna check mark the box that says no.
To be honest, it wasn't really that brutal. Like none of the actual because we didn't see them tear up like people. It was just like they attacked, then there was a dead body, and that was it. So I don't think this movie was gruesome or brutal at all. So I'm gonna give it a 1 or 2.
Out of what?
10.
Out of 10?
Mm-hmm. So, Brett, do the math. Calculate that in that tiny brain of yours. Go ahead.
Sure, I'm gonna do that right now.
The brain the size of a shark. Hey, I imagine this is what it sounds like when you're doing math. Yeah, okay. Good to know.
That it comes out to approximately a 16.
16 out of what?
Just 16.
Okay,
So with a score of
perfect.
16, where are we going to place this
What
movie on
is
our
number
list?
16 on our tier list?
Number 16 on the tier list is Jurassic Shark.
I don't think it was better than Jurassic Shark.
Really? I think this movie was better than Jurassic Shark. Jurassic Shark was literally like the one on the lake with the convicts, like remember the lady with the boots? She's the step on me mommies. And she
That
held
wasn't
people at
Jurassic
gunpoint.
Shark, was it?
Yeah, that was Jurassic Shark. 'Cause remember they had like the students and like the guy was like he clearly liked the girl, but he died immediately.
Are you sure that's Jurassic Shark?
Yes, this Jurassic Shark. What other movie would that be? We watched it with Vin. We watched it with our good friend Vinny.
Okay, maybe it's above that.
It's definitely above Avalanche Shark. I think it's above Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus.
What?
Yeah.
Production wise, I don't think so.
I think overall it's better. I definitely think the acting was better in this one.
But we had the badass aging lady in the Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus.
Yes, it was trying to do too much,
good.
too big, and the props weren't great, and they literally had like
they had so many explosions and shit in that movie.
Explosion does not make a movie.
There was so much more action.
Do you think Sharkansas Women's Prison Massacre is better than Shark in Venice?
No.
No, you like Shark in Venice better than Sharkansas. This might be the first movie.
Story-wise, I like it better.
This may be the first movie that we've ever disagreed completely.
That's not true.
Like usually, but usually we can come to a general consensus on where we feel like it's gonna. We know if it's gonna be in like top 5, top 10, bottom of the list, in middle of the list. We kind of know. This one, I feel like we don't know. Like I'm willing to say that this is Sharkansas Women's Prison Massacre. I'm willing to put it above Planet of the Sharks.
What?
I kind of want to put it above Sharks the Corn, but it's tied with Empire of the Sharks,
I like Sharks the Corn better than this.
I think this is way better than Sharks of the Corn. No offense to Sharks of the Corn, but
Sharks of the Corn was so much more fun in this movie.
I mean, yeah, it's fun, but does that make it better?
But it was way more entertaining.
I'm just saying where I would put it if you would fucking let me. I don't think I would put it above Empire of the Sharks. I don't think I would put it above Santa Jaws, although I think you can make that argument because you're way higher on Santa Jaws than I am. I think it's above Sharks the Corn, so above Planet of the Sharks feels right to me. So like number 12. Where are you thinking? You're thinking below Mega Shark versus Crocosaurus?
Yeah.
What do you think about Avalanche Sharks? You think it's below that?
For me, they were kind of similar with the sharks in the ground situation.
Yeah, I could see that.
So they're kind of like similar ground to me. I think just the whole beginning of this movie kind of just didn't. There are storylines that were just more entertaining to me than this.
As goofy as Jurassic Shark is, I think I have to give Sharkansas Women's Prison Massacre its due and say it's above that. And I think I kind of want to put my foot down on Avalanche Sharks too. I didn't quite have as much fun. That was probably the one that gave us the most argument in regards to just the end of it, because we both argued over how that even remotely was possible at the ending. It wasn't even that important. I'm kind of stuck on.
Okay, how about this?
I like it better than.
You're always giving me stuff You can put it above whatever you were saying. Just not above Sharks of the Corn, I don't think.
That would put it above Planet of the Sharks.
Which is fine by me. You liked Planet of the Sharks more than I did.
I liked Empire of the Sharks more than Planet of the Sharks because it has our boy in it.
Well, isn't he in both movies?
No, I don't think he's in a different movie though. He's not the villain. In Empire of the Sharks, he's the villain, and he's amazing.
We've watched a lot of shark movies, and sometimes the shark names are really hard to remember which movie is which. You got Planet of the Sharks, Empire of the Sharks, Avalanche Sharks. There are a lot of sharks, and it is hard unless you have that right up, looking at it constantly to remember which is which.
Jonathan Pinar. So, real quick, Jazmin, we should totally steal this from Best of the Rest podcast. Shout out to Chris Logan and the gang. Who gets our Jonathan Pinar award for best performance of this movie?
I'm gonna have to give that to looking. I'm gonna give it to Christine Nugent, the mom. I just really liked her. I liked her a lot.
Fair. I'm giving mine to Tracy Lords.
Detective lady?
Yeah, she rules. I hope I'm saying Jonathan Pinar's name correctly. God, I'd be so embarrassed.
I don't know. We're terrible. There's a lot of names. Sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir. We love you. And we are in love with you. That is correct.
Brett, so do you want to put it above
Brett,
below Sharks of the Corn?
Yeah, I'll put it below Sharks of the Corn because I don't like it better than Empire of the Sharks. Mm-hmm. But to that point, like I'm not like super passionate about this one like I am with like House Shark. So like it doesn't really do me no favors if you give me this one. Like what good does that, like next time we watch a shit movie and you're like, I loved it, I'm putting it on number 2, and I'm like, no fucking way. And then you're gonna be like, you'll be like, I gave you that. Oh yeah, Ouija Shark. Oh,
I liked Ouija Shark a lot.
No,
that is it. You liked House Shark. I thought it was okay.
I take it back.
Ouija Shark.
I said there was no movie that we were quite so split on. It was Ouija Shark should be down at like number 17.
You liked it when we watched it.
I did, but that doesn't make like Jurassic Shark was more fun than Ouija Shark. No offense to Ouija Shark.
I think the Ouija Shark and House Shark are on the same level, and you don't.
I think you're fucking insane. House Shark is a brilliant movie. Brilliant movie with brilliant performances. It is the gold standard of comedic horror movies / shark movies. Shut your mouth.
All right, Brett, what number? What is the new list? The new tier list? Give it to the people so we can move on to the quiz and get this podcast rolling.
Fine.
Or ending. Or something or other. Go. Talk.
Give me a second. You shut up.
So it's such brotherly love in the podcast.
Number 19 is Virus Shark. Number 18, Ice Sharks. Number 17, Jurassic Shark. Number 16, Avalanche Sharks. Number 15, Mega Shark for Crocosaurus. The brand new number 14, Sharkansas Women's Prison Massacre. Number 13, Shark in Venice. Number 12, Planet of the Sharks. Number 11 is a tie between Empire of the Sharks and Sharks of the Corn. Number 10, Santa Jaws. Number 9, Sharktopus. Number 8, Ouija Shark. Number 7, House Shark. Number 6, The Reef. Number 5, Shark Attack. Number 4, Sharktopus versus Werewolf. Number 3 is Six-Headed Shark Attack. Number 2 is 47 meters down uncaged. And the number 1, still top of the throne, 47 meters down.
Woo!
Woo!
Brett, are you ready for this quiz?
Womp womp. I'm ready.
All right. We're just going to go straight to it.
I'm ready. It's great to stay up late.
In this movie, the sharks come from a subterranean water pocket in Arkansas. Finish the song title, Blank Blank Blues by Bob Dylan.
Honky Tonk Blues. Ooh. I got me whole bunch of thee. Honky tonk blues. Yeah.
Brett, that is incorrect. The correct title is Subterranean Homesick Blues. I gave you part of that answer. You just
So hold on a second. Are you just gonna copy my fucking quizzes and give it right back to me?
No, I created this quiz myself. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay.
Brett,
What the fuck
question
ever.
number 2. The prisoners were assigned the job of removing stumps from the forest. In Arkansas, inmates could be assigned to working the fields. What is the name of these group of inmates?
It's called a chain gang.
Is that your final answer?
That's my final answer.
Incorrect. Per the Prison Journalism Project, this term used is Ho Squad.
Ho Squad? Did you say Ho Squad?
I did say Ho Squad.
Well, that's they should have used that in the movie. Hey, Jasmine, check this out.
Jonathan Pinar.
Jonathan Pinar.
Pinar.
According to howtopronounce.com. Thanks howtopronounce.com.
Shout out. Brett,
Jonathan
question number
Pinar.
3.
What?
Question number 3.
Jonathan Pinar.
Sharkansas Pinar. Woman's master.
Jonathan Pinar.
What is it, Jasmine? Start over.
Are you gonna let me finish?
Of course, I'm gonna let you finish.
Okay.
Jonathan Pinar.
Okay, we really gotta get moving, Brett.
Okay.
Sharkansas's woman massacres antagonists are the
Women's
prehistoric women massacre?
Women's prison massacre?
Women's prison massacre.
Yeah.
Antagonists are prehistoric sharks that can also swim in the dirt. What shark is known as the mud shark?
The Wabagong.
Incorrect.
What? That's bullshit. Look up a Wabagong.
It's the world's most common shark, the spiny dogfish.
The spiny dogfish ain't a shark.
Look it up. Type in mud shark and tell me that it doesn't come up with the spiny
dogfish is in fact a shark, but I want you to look up Wabagong.
I will after this. Brett,
no, right fucking now.
How do I
do it?
You're derailing this.
Shut up and do it. That's how you spell it. Wabagong. It's a type of shark. Wabagong.
Okay, but that's not a mud shark. Well, what the heck is that?
Look, it's a fucking. It might as well be. That's not a mud shark. They're called carpet sharks. But still, come on.
It's not a mud shark though.
Are you kidding me?
It does not anywhere say mud shark. So no, that is not the correct answer. Brett, you are not looking too good here, which is really unfortunate.
Yeah, go ahead, Brett, with your fucking unfair quizzes.
Hold on, I can't see you anymore. Zoom meetings is not being kind to me.
Why can't you see me? I can see you.
I can see you now. Brett.
I can see you now.
In the movie, an accident occurs.
Which movie?
Sharkansas Women's Prison Massacre. Say it 5 times fast.
Sharkansas Women's Prison Massacre.
Brett, in this movie,
Jazmin.
an accident occurs, letting loose the prehistoric sharks.
Fracking.
What type of accident was it, and why is it so controversial?
Fracking.
Okay, correct. 1 point.
Fracking is controversial because it's bad for the environment. It literally, bores into the ground and cracks shit open and releases things like deadly gases into water supplies.
All right, you get 2 points for that. For those of you who don't know, fracking is the
I just said what it was.
Oil and gas drilling across the country.
Fracking's old news at this point.
Without rigorous safety regulations, it can poison groundwater, pollute surface water, impair wild landscapes, and threaten wildlife.
That's what I said. Yeah, it was a hot button topic about a decade ago. Now it seems like everyone's kind of forgotten that it exists.
Brett, last
Jazmin.
question. Kind of.
Put it on me. Yeah.
The last question.
Smurda.
During the raining scene, Detective Kendra Patterson finds what type of object?
During the raining scene?
Mhm.
What scene was there rain?
She was talking to her other detective. It was raining. They got coffee. The water, the rain was in the coffee as he was bringing it out to her.
Yeah,
She finds an object.
I do remember that now, but the object is
And she said she was going to keep it.
is it a shark tooth?
Incorrect.
Damn.
Would you like to try one more time?
Sure. Is it a $600,000 check addressed to Tracy Lords?
Incorrect. It was a Coca-Cola glass bottle.
That's right. She's like, I collect these, clean it up a little bit, and this is
Brett.
They
Bonus
don't
question.
They don't put Coke in glass bottles anymore.
Bonus question. If you answer this correctly, I will say that you won the quiz.
Okay.
During the live stream,
This is kind of like double or nothing, right?
about being able to buy a bunch of Coca-Cola glasses on Amazon. How much does it cost to buy a 6-pack of empty glass Coca-Cola bottles?
Ooh. This is a very me question. I'm gonna go on a limb here and say it's gonna be $12.99. Can I get close and get it correctly? Like within $1?
Sure.
That means I didn't get it. I'm guessing $12.99.
Incorrect. You can't buy empty bottles on Amazon. However,
What?
you can buy them on eBay, and they retail for about $20 to $30, including taxes.
Okay, well, I was kind of right. You can buy them on the internet. I was wrong about the specific outlet. Why can't you buy glass bottles on Amazon?
I don't know. I looked it up, and they all had they were either actual like Coca-Cola 6-packs, or they were like the money piggy banks.
Okay,
The
so you
giant
couldn't buy
Coca-Cola piggy
empty
banks.
Coca-Cola jar, like glass bottle,
Yeah,
empty ones.
that is
But
correct.
you can buy them on eBay for $20 to $30.
So if you all want that, then there you go. Look it up.
There
on
you
eBay.
go. Tracy Lord's favorite hobby, collecting Coca-Cola glasses, which are no longer in print.
Brett, you did
You know they don't
not
make them that way.
win.
I got 2 points.
You
You know what?
got
Do you know what that 2 points is?
what?
2 more points than you're going to score on next month's quiz.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all right. See, he doesn't like it when he dishes it out to me.
Yeah.
He likes it when he dishes it out to me, but doesn't like when I dish it back.
That's just my thing, and you stole it. I'm gonna
learning
fucking
from
sue.
you. I'm learning from my big bro.
Okay. Well, we gotta go, people. Stay tuned after the credits. We always watch the trailer for the next movie after the credits. We love you. Check us out on the next one next month, and check our socials for when that's gonna happen. We will be watching a movie on my Twitch. So twitch.tv/breaker is dead. By the way, we hit 100 followers. Woo! We'll be watching the next movie there. Jazmin, you can follow her at not meteordoll.com. I don't know what that is. Twitch.tv/meteordoll.
That's also my Instagram if you want to follow me.
Yeah, and check the description for our link tree for a link to all of our socials, including the Twitches and our Discord, where we sometimes stream movies as well. And that's gonna do it for us. And don't forget to
smile, you son of a bitch. Bye.
Bye. That's my favorite part. The bum 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 bum
And we're
at the
back.
end as it fades in. No, we're not. The show's over.
Maybe so.
This show is over now. Turn it the fuck off, baby.
You have the sound working?
Yes.
We are going up to Lake Crosby to Sarah Houseke's house.
For the lake?
Hot people.
Got college kids.
Totally.
Cool.
Wait, I know who that
You
is.
guys have
She's
fun
famous.
out there.
Oh no, the dog is gonna die.
She's actually really famous,
Let's
isn't
rock
she?
it out.
That guy's really famous too.
Your house is on an island?
Oh, it's gonna be a good weekend. You wanna hit that out? Your secret's safe with me, man.
I think I know that guy too. I don't know their names by name, but I think they're pretty higher celebrities.
Uh-oh. Your worst fears are about to surface.
Wait, is that Reese Witherspoon?
It looks like her, doesn't it?
Like really young Reese? When was this? Oh, from the directors of Final Destination.
Saltwater lake. I don't know how the hell they got in here. Maybe someone put them there.
Wait, she looks familiar.
Jesus.
Oh, we got a big explosion. Oh,
Terror!
kidnapping. Murder.
Run, Steve.
Oh,
Shark
we gotta get
Night,
3D
3D.
glasses. Of course. Had to get the bikini bottom.
So, this movie is a triple A movie, in case you couldn't tell.
Yeah, it looks like a
With
lot
stars
of.
and great special effects. There was a dog prominently featured, and I don't give a fuck. I will spoil it right now. I looked up whether the dog dies because that's just not something I'm down with. The dog gets thrown to the sharks by the people because they're shitheads. And but it is revealed at the end of the movie that he survived. So
So early spoiler.
get ready to be pissed off, but then just know that the relief is coming. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. I don't watch anything where the dogs die. So
He does
we
not
were about to
cares.
fucking pick a different fucking movie, but this was this is a triple A movie that we're gonna watch, Shark Night, and it says it's called Shark Night 3D, but Jasmine, we won't be watching it in 3D.
Oh, that's so unfortunate.
How are we gonna watch it in 3D?
I don't know.
It doesn't even make any fucking sense.
Just try. I'm sure if
Yeah,
we
just
try
try.
hard enough.
Jasmine, that thing in the chat is a wabagong, aka what should be a mud shark.
Oh, it wanted me to download it, but I didn't want to download it. So.
Download my fist. Hey everybody, before we get into today's show, this is Jawsbreakers, a scary funny shark show, but one thing that we don't find very funny is sharksploitation. And holy shit, that is some scary, scary stuff. Jasmine, we love shark movies, but we don't love sharksploitation. So take all these movies with a grain of salt. They're meant to be dumb, stupid fun for the most part. And sharks, we know, are not actually gonna get you. It's just a fun movie. So relax, sit back, pop this thing in your earbulbs, and we'll record this disclaimer better in the future. Right, Jasmine?
Rightio, Brother
Right.
Reno.
Rightio.
Rightio, Brother Reno.
Yeah. What is that?
We love sharks. You should love sharks. Now let's get into this shark movie.